Now this is going to be a fun ride. I want to talk about the 10 characters or types of characters that I don't want to see come to Super Smash Bros. I know that everyone wants their favorite characters in Smash. That's normal. You dream about it, you fantasize about it, you wonder what their trailers are going to be like, you wonder how they'll play in the actual game, if they were actually added. With Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the Smash character reveals have now taken on a life of its own, getting people super excited or super worried if their favorite character or waifu is coming to Smash or not. Oh man, it would really suck if I didn't get my waifu in Smash. I love her so much. Oh. Also, I would like to say that in this video, I will only be targeting characters that people actually want to see come to Smash. So you won't find characters like Linus Spacehead, Plog, Mylon, Gex, Putt Putt, or any No, I'm not that kind of guy who only goes after low-hanging fruit. That would be too easy, and that would make this video too boring to watch. I've got my eyes set on going after characters that people actually want to see come to Smash. So, who's it gonna be? For this video, I will give you my reasons to why I don't want to see any of these characters come to Smash, or why they could be bad for Smash as a whole. Before we begin, I want to lay down some ground rules for this list to help keep things interesting. The first rule being no assist trophy characters. Since these characters are already in Smash Ultimate, it's very unlikely that they will be added to the current roster. I do know that assist trophies can be upgraded to official fighters in a later time, but that normally doesn't happen until the next Smash Bros. Game. So you won't find characters like Shadow, Isaac, Skull Kid, or Waluigi on this list. Talking about why none of these characters will be coming to Smash would just be redundant and a waste of time. The second rule is I won't be talking about non-video game characters here in this video, since Sakurai himself even said that all non-video game characters will never be added to Smash since the character must originate from a video game to be considered for the roster, so you won't find the likes of Goku or any other non-video game characters here on this list. Number 10, Bandana D. I just don't understand why people love Bandana D so much and why they want to see him be added to Smash. He's basically a glorified mob with a bandana and a spear. To me, it feels like he would come off as a boring and bland pick if he were ever added to Smash. I know he's been around for a long time, first appearing in Kirby's Superstar, and later he'd become a playable character in future Kirby games. But at no point have I ever looked at this guy and said to myself, yeah, I want this guy in Smash. To be frank, Bandana D looks like a bad OC character that someone made on DeviantArt. I mean, his design is so basic and lazy. I could apply his design and backstory to just about any generic enemy and it would turn out the same. For example, I could put a bandana on a Koopa Troopa and give him a spear and call him Bandana Koopa Troopa, and he's the right-hand man of King Bowser and the arch rival of Mario, and again, in hindsight, he would just be a glorified mob. All in all, Bandana D reminds me of the Toads from those 4-player Super Mario games on the Nintendo Wii, and only really serves as a filler character when needed and really has no business ever being added to Smash, as I feel there are probably better characters to pick from in the Kirby series than this glorified mob. Number 9, Phoenix Wright. Hold up. This is another character that I just simply don't understand why people want him in Smash. I know that the Ace Attorney games are really popular, and heck, Phoenix Wright even got an anime back in 2016 that ran for 2 seasons, but I have to say, the idea of Phoenix Wright being in Smash just baffles me. The guy is a lawyer, for crying out loud. So to me, it just feels like putting him in Smash would go against the nature of the character, since Phoenix Wright is more about solving cases and clearing his clients of any wrongdoing than punching people in the face. I know that Phoenix Wright was added to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and they were able to do that character justice in that game by making lots of references to his games through his moves and giving him a quirky moveset to boot, but due to his joke-like moveset and playstyle, Phoenix Wright ended up being a very low-tier character, being put near the bottom of D tier, borderline F tier. I just feel that adding Phoenix Wright to Smash may not be the best course of action, as his inclusion in Smash may come off as a bad joke pick, like when they added Piranha Plant back when the game launched. A lot of people were not very happy about that, and they just felt that a better character should have been picked. Number 8, Rayman. Rayman is a character that I personally have no connection to. I've only ever played Rayman 2 on the N64 way back in the day as a kid. I found the game to be it was okay, but nowhere as good as Banjo's games, but much better than what Crash and Spyro were offering on the PlayStation. So why don't I want Rayman in Smash then? Well, for starters, I've never found Rayman to be a very interesting character growing up, and I still feel the same way now for this limbless character. The first problem I have with Rayman is today I would go as far as labeling Rayman as a dead mascot, along with characters like Crash and Spyro, since Rayman hasn't really had any new games until recently, and I firmly believe that a character shouldn't be added to Smash just because they got a new game or two. I would rather see Rayman first get several new games and make a grand comeback into relevancy before I would consider him for Smash. The other problem I have with Rayman is his only core ability is gliding, but the problem is we already have 3 characters in Smash who are already able to do this, and those characters are Peach, Daisy, and Steve. So with that being said, Rayman's only gimmick is already covered by other characters, leaving nothing for Rayman to bring to Smash. Number 7, Crash Bandicoot. Yep, I can already see it now. People scrolling down and hitting that dislike button and leaving me a nasty comment about why Crash should be in Smash and that how I'm an idiot for not wanting him. Well, just like Rayman from before, I have no personal connection to Crash or any of his games. I have only ever played and beat Crash 3 on the original PlayStation. Found that game to be a bit boring and lack of any form of a challenge. I've always found Crash to be a little too dim-witted and immature for my liking. So why don't I want Crash in Smash? Well, there's a bit of a dark side of me that wants to not see Crash come to Smash due to all the supposed leaks that have been popping up since 2019 saying Crash has been leaked for Smash again. It just feels like all these speculators and leakers on the internet are just throwing mud at the wall and hoping that something sticks this time when it comes to the character picks for Smash. Another problem I have with Crash is his only core ability is spinning, which in turn means that he doesn't have anything to work off of when it comes to a potential moveset. I also want to bring up the fact that at some point in time there was a community voting poll, and Crash was the most requested character to be added to Smash Ultimate, even beating out Geno of all characters. But the fighters for the Fighter Pass are not decided by popularity among the Smash community. It has never been a popularity contest on who gets in and who doesn't. This is another stupid fan rule made up by the community to gatekeep characters that they don't want to see come to Smash while propping up characters they do want. Finally, the last reason why I don't want Crash to come to Smash is just like Rayman. I just feel that just because Crash got his original trilogy remastered and he even got a new game last year, I still feel that a few new games are just not enough of a reason for me to want to see Crash getting added to Smash. Number 6. Tracer. I really don't have anything against Tracer or Overwatch. The problem that I have with Tracer personally is her recall ability. It's a super powerful ability that gives Tracer incredible repositioning power and the ability to recover any damage she has taken after setting a recall point. The only way Blizzard was able to balance this ability in Overwatch and in Heroes of the Storm was by giving Tracer a very low amount of HP, so she didn't become an unbeatable super tank. I just feel that this ability would translate horribly to Smash, since it's a fighting game. This ability would make Tracer unbelievably broken as a fighter, giving her incredible repositioning power and able to undo any, if not all, the damage that she has taken with a simple press of a button. Number 5. The Chorus Kids. Why would anyone in their right mind ask for or want the Chorus Kids from the Rhythm Heaven games? This is what I would call a bottom of the barrel pick when it comes to a character request. I mean, I just don't know what to say. The Rhythm Heaven games are all about keeping up with the rhythm of the music, that is playing in the background with a simple press of a button. The Chorus Kids have nothing to work with. They have no moveset potential, and their only gimmick is rhythm. So I have no idea how Nintendo would translate a rhythm-type character into a fighting game. It would be really hard to keep the rhythm going when you have someone beating the snot out of you and breaking your concentration constantly. Number 4. Sora. I am going to burn for this one. I can already tell that a lot of Sora fans just paused this video and are now scrolling down to smash that poor dislike button and leave me such a nasty comment on why Sora would be great for Smash and why he's deserving of a spot on the roster and how I'm still an idiot for not wanting popular characters in Smash. Hold on. Hear me out first before you do that. Don't get me wrong. Sora is a great character. He's very iconic. Sora's been in a lot of games since the PS2, and they're all just great games. I have nothing against Sora as a character, and I also have no personal connection to Sora since I have never played any of his games, but in my opinion, I don't see Sora as a video game character, but instead I see him as more of a non-video game character, since his whole identity is so heavily tied around the Disney brand. Look, I am just saying that without the Disney brand, Sora has nothing. From his design to his iconic Keyblade, all the way down to the locations, the music, and the supporting cast of characters, nearly all of it is Disney themed. If Sora did get into Smash, I feel that a lot of people would be wondering, where are the Disney characters and why aren't they in Smash? And in turn, I would have to tell them they can't be in Smash because they're not video game characters. And then people would just say, oh, well that sucks. Number 3, Pokemon. Look. There is nothing wrong with Pokemon. It's one of Nintendo's best-selling franchises and is one of the few franchises out there that has actually touched multiple generations of kids. The problem I have with Pokemon right now is that Pokemon has already gotten a new fighter with Incineroar, who was added to the base roster back in 2018 when the game was launched. Pokemon right now has 11 reps on the roster. 10 of them are playable. 1 is non-playable, and I just feel it's really unnecessary for Nintendo to ever consider adding another Pokemon to Smash Ultimate's roster. Just think about it for a second. Is Pokemon really that hard-pressed for a 12th rep, let alone a second fighter? Without including skins, Pokemon is the most represented franchise on the roster with 11 characters, and you have to remember that there's only 2 spots left on the Fighter's Pass, and with no plans or talks from Nintendo of a 3rd Fighter Pass, I would prefer it if one of those spots weren't wasted on another Pokemon. I would rather see those spots go to new third-party characters rather than getting another fighter added to Smash from a franchise that's already very well represented in Smash. Number 2, the Tales of series. I want to start this part of the video off with a few questions first before we begin. Do you hate the Fire Emblem characters? Do you hate the fact that such a niche franchise has so many reps in Smash? Do you hate the idea of all the Fire Emblem characters all being nothing but faceless, forgettable, generic sword fighters? Well, if you answered yes to any of these questions, then you are really going to hate the characters from the Tales of series, since they embody everything that is currently wrong with the Fire Emblem characters, but they are 1,000 times worse. The first problem that I have with the Tales series is just like the Fire Emblem games, the Tales series also has a rotating cast of characters, which means that they will need multiple reps in Smash in order to be properly represented. The second problem that I have with the Tales series is that nearly all of the main protagonists, again, just like the Fire Emblem games, are nothing but sword fighters. So if they start adding Tales characters to Smash, all we're gonna get are a bunch of sword fighters that will either be semi or full-blown clones of each other. The Smash community already has a serious beef with sword fighters and clones, so adding another series to Smash that will consist mostly of sword fighters and clones would really get the Smash community in an uproar. The third problem I have with the Tales series, again, one last time, just like the Fire Emblem characters, it's a super niche series. Unless you're a die-hard Tales fan and you've played every game in the series, you won't know who any of these characters are. The reveal of any Tales characters would be super underwhelming, since no one would have any idea who any of these characters are, and the only thing that people are going to see is just another faceless, forgettable, generic anime sword fighter. The final problem that I have with the Tales series as a whole is that they could potentially block other Namco franchises from being added to Smash, since the Tales series needs multiple reps in Smash in order to be properly represented. So, unlike the Fire Emblem games, which are first party and can't block other first party franchises from getting into Smash, Tales of series, on the other hand, is from a third party company. So, unless Nintendo is willing to allow Namco to add 2 or 3 reps per Smash game, the Tales series could be prioritized over other Namco franchises, so we may not ever get a rep from Tekken, Soul Calibur, or Xenosaga. To round it all out, the Tales series isn't going to bring anything new or original to Smash that isn't already in the game, and I can at least say that it's guaranteed that Lloyd will not be coming to Smash Ultimate, as he is very likely going to be returning as a Mii costume. I just feel that the Tales of series should only be represented in Smash as either Mii costumes or spirits, as there is no need to add another franchise to Smash that will only give us nothing but more sword fighters. Number 1, Geno. Here it is. The absolute worst character to ever be requested for Smash, and the number 1 character I never want to see on the official roster, Geno. What's the problem with Geno? Well, literally everything is wrong with Geno. Geno is the poster boy for the worst character suggestion for Smash. Geno has nothing going for him and everything against him as a character. I have played and beaten Mario RPG 9 times since 1996, and at no point in time have I ever really cared about Geno. He is such a boring and lackluster character. Even in Super Mario RPG, Geno really wasn't too important to the story, and he only existed to push the plot forward when needed and nothing else. Geno is just too niche, irrelevant, unmarketable, and unimportant for Smash. His only appearance was in Super Mario RPG in 1996, and that came out 25 years ago. And later he got a super small cameo in the Super Mario Superstar Saga game on the Game Boy Advance back in 2003, but that was later retconned by Nintendo in the remake on the 3DS. For me personally, Smash is a celebration of gaming history and gaming icons. Geno is not a gaming icon, nor will he ever be one. Geno is nothing more than an annoying meme character whose only legacy is being wanted for Smash. I view the idea of Geno being on the official roster as an insult to actual gaming icons, since if, in the event that Geno were to be added to Smash, it would only be because of fan outcry and nothing else. Geno is a terrible character who's been riding off of the coattail of the Mario franchise for the past 25 years. The final thing I have to say is, thankfully, Square Enix will never allow Sakurai to add Geno to Smash, as they would rather add a character from one of their own franchises that they would want to promote rather than catering to pointless fan service by adding such a dead character like Geno to Smash. Proof of this being when they once again had the Geno Mii costume brought back in the Sakurai Presents Sephiroth video, where once again Geno was deconfirmed as a fighter for Smash, and hopefully Square will continue to do this in every iteration of Smash going forward. With all that has been said in this video, this is just my personal opinion, and at the end of the day, that's all it will ever be. If any of these characters do get into Smash at some point in time or another, I'm not going to get angry or upset and throw a tantrum. Matter of fact, I would be happy for you and say congratulations on your favorite character getting into Smash. Thank you everyone for watching. Please tell me who you don't want to see come to Smash down in the comments, and I will see you later. Bye.